Hello viewers, here is a Hampton Bay St. Clair ceiling fan. This is the one that I showed a couple of weeks ago that I was trying to repair, and I was able to repair it enough to use it. And I am a little bit surprised. I was not completely certain I was going to be able to salvage this thing, but I was able to. And here it is, and it's not 100%, it never will be, but it's presentable enough to hang and use and enjoy. So here it is. I still have not received a refund or anything for this purchase, and the individual is beating around the bush and claiming that they haven't been able to make a claim yet. Well, I don't care if they're able to make a claim or not. When you sell something and you screw it up, the liability is on you to fix it. The customer should not have to wait for you to be compensated and then pass that compensation on to the customer. You make it right with the customer and then you recuperate it yourself if you can. That's how you run a business. That person is outrageous, and I'm getting really fed up with them. And it's been almost a month now, and I've never, that I can recall, I think maybe once, over 300 sales on eBay, I think maybe once, I've had to leave a negative feedback. I'm getting to the point of doing that. The problem with that is it doesn't accomplish anything. And I spent good money on this van to get it shipped here. I paid a lot of money to get it shipped here, and it's not what I paid for. But that's a whole different situation for another day. Let's see if I can grab the model number off here. I gotta clean this thing still. I haven't cleaned it yet. Let's see it over there. Is it over here? Not really sure where it is. I know it has information. There. Model number. I can't read it. Model number CC-52. And there was a date code, and there it is. December of 2000. I'm just noticing here that the light is bent as well. Look at that left one, it's all bent up. I have to fix that still. Anyways, there's something about this fan I don't quite understand. The way these attach, it's got that thing in there that screws on, and I mean maybe the original shades were different, but you can't get your hand in there to screw it. Like, it doesn't, it's impossible. And I'm looking at other light shades, and even these that are much wider, it would kind of be the same situation. It'd be very difficult to reach your hand there and turn it. So I don't know how that's supposed to work. That's just stupid design. Otherwise, it's a beautiful fan, and I really like it. It's very ornate, and it's uniquely ornate too. It's got little flowers around the outside there. I've never seen that before in any other fan. These lights are not original. The original shades were broken shipping, but I kind of like these shades in there. It's a good fit. And the screws I had to temporarily take off of an Encon fan because despite what the seller claimed, they didn't send the screws, or if they did, they fell out of the box because they didn't package it correctly. It is a three-way light. This may make its way up into the bedroom at some point, if I can get the blades to clean up better. I haven't really tried yet. They're a medium oak to some kind of a cherry finish. They are high gloss, which is kind of unusual for Hampton Bay. They didn't make too many glossy blade fans. Anyways, let's start it up on high. A little bit of vibrations because things are loose. I didn't put the canopy up. It will go, but it'll take some irritation, and I just didn't feel like getting aggravated. I'm aggravated enough by this situation. And the shades are all vibrating too because of the stupid things holding them on. Now I'm quite impressed with the performance of this fan. This is quite strong. And it's very quiet too. If it wasn't for all that rattling, you'd hardly hear it. I have one of these in the original box. It's an antique brass one. It sold for $119. And so this, of course, was the Hampton Bay's response to the Casablanca Victorian and fans of that nature. And in my opinion, and I'm sure this will be chastised heavily by people that are Casablanca brainwashed, but in my opinion, this was a substantially better value because the performance, I don't think, is that much less. I really don't think it is. And unlike with Casablanca, you don't have stupid, dumb touch controls breaking. You don't have slumber, noisy, whatever the heck it is, breaking. You don't have flywheels breaking. You don't have the stupid hang false canopy. All those things that are annoying about Casablanca, you don't have with this van. And quite frankly, it looks just as nice and it performs just about as nice and it lasts longer. So, I don't know. To me, this seems like a substantially better value. If I was buying the two fans at the time, it would be this one. Easy decision. Okay, we'll go down to medium. And on medium it becomes absolutely silent. Okay, and low, it's still moving plenty of air. Although, like a lot of Hunter fans, the medium is a significant decrease in speed from high, and then the medium and low aren't too much different. I suppose one could say this was the answer to the Art Nouveau, I think it was, from Hunter. They did have one or two kind of ornate looking fans like this, and those two, of course, were outrageously expensive. Outrageous, like $400 or $500 if I recall correctly. And that's just not necessary. This has a very nice slow low speed to it, yet because of the pitch in the blades it's still moving plenty of air. Absolutely silent. This is really moving a significant amount of air, even at this speed. These earlier Hampton Bay fans from the 90s and the 2000s are so atrociously underrated, it's ridiculous. These were, in my opinion, the Hampton Bays from the 90s and the 2000s, some of the best value ceiling fans that we ever saw. because they really were exceptional quality like this one is, and the prices were not that bad. You can't get a nice ceiling fan nowadays for $119. You can't even get a nice ceiling fan at all nowadays. And you can spend easily $200 or $300 on a fan now. Now, I've been told that people watch this segment of the video where it just slowly stops. I can't fathom doing this. But I'll record it, because if I don't, someone's going to complain. Bearings are completely fine on this, they don't make any noise, which is unusual for something in my collection. Okay, it has stopped, so now I will cut off the video.